wants to since this man wants to mock me and not remind me. See, man, look at that. Look at that. That happened because I had to memorize it. There's no way we wouldn't have went live or had this recorded if this was in the hands of Devin Lee Grimes.
You see, you say this like if we get in the car and you driving, like I'm the one that's supposed to turn the key or something.
Yes, or at least notice when something's going on. And
I mean, if the car ain't moving, you would think, oh, maybe I should put the key in the ignition and turn it, right?
What is going on here?
I'm just saying, like that's how that sounds.
This man is
if I didn't pay attention to what I was supposed to do, then it wouldn't have happened. So it's like if we get in the car and you driving and we just sitting there, I'm like, well, is you gonna put the key in? Am I supposed to just reach over, put the key in, and I ain't driving?
Where are you going with this? That's my biggest question. Where are you
because
going?
I'm trying to figure out where is this my fault?
Where is this my fault? Devin is the type of guy, he sees you struggling and he just won't help you. Because at the end of the day, it ain't his fault. That's his ideology.
So if I'm on a train and the conductor, digging his nose or something, am I supposed to go up there and tell him to stop?
If you see somebody not paying attention, why would you just let them? Like Devin's the type of dude, if he see you veering off the road, he's just gonna let you veer off the road.
You should be paying attention.
See, look at that, because it ain't his fault. See, this man just tries to escape all type of responsibility and all types of just helpfulness in general.
It ain't bad. See, man.
See, that's definitely some Roman behavior. You definitely got some Roman in you, man.
I be sitting there. I didn't press the button. He didn't press the button.
Right, exactly. Maybe it was that kid over there. Let's blame him and choke him out. See, that's you, man. You just go straight to the choking out part. Look. Hello, all, and welcome to the Ill Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Grimes alongside me, wherever he at. Devin, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
It's always like a long pause just to be like, I'm doing good.
Because I like to be 100% sure about my answer to the question.
I just feel like you're thinking too hard. I just feel like I feel like that question stresses you out so much. We didn't even get to the hard stuff.
I mean, the older you get, man, sometimes you just have to think, like, am I really okay?
I feel like you didn't. I feel like you never finished your SATs. I feel like you just stared at every question. Just like, I feel like you just reviewed and stared at every single question you had.
Man.
Okay, or maybe you're just Derrick Rose and you just cheated. But anyway, let's just go into our weekly review, man. Look, let's just get right into Raw. And as you see in our weekly reviews, we're not going to go through the, oh my God, Kathy Kelly backstage with Edge and they talked about, and then Edge came out and no. We talk about just the highlights, the keys to, hello? Are you okay?
Oh, no. Yeah, we good. There we go.
Okay. I didn't mean to like make that noticeable, but like I thought you did.
I'm over here like, yeah, he talking. Let me slide real quick.
It's just like your whole screen went away, and I was just talking to myself. So I'm like, hello.
Oh yeah, I had to unplug something real fast.
Oh no, it's cool. My bad. I didn't mean to draw attention to it.
See, man, you be trying to sneak out. He be, hey, where you think you going?
I was just like, yeah, Devin, and my face just popped up on the screen, and you just disappeared. I'm like, oh, well, he just said screw it. I have to say, right? But yeah, our weekly review, as we was getting, we don't go through all the details. We just get through the highlights and spots, and then we just go all over the place with it too. And Devin, let's just go all over the place with this one. One of the highlights of Raw, JBL talking to Baron Corbin, pretty much telling him he can't do this anymore. And Baron Corbin's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, we in this together. And JBL said, and I quote, "You cannot polish a turd." And this is also leading to JBL not being seen regularly on TV anymore, or even showing up to work. So we will be seeing less of JBL. Oh, your thoughts on this and your thoughts on Baron Corbin as well, because it seems like this man it's just burial after burial, but yet we're still seeing him on TV every day.
Because he's pretty good though. Still, like, look, I wish they would have tried to give it more time, because I feel like, I think what it is, it wasn't just a thing. It was just pairing him up with someone like JBL and just having JBL like, he's a wrestling guy. Da 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 da. Look at him. But you almost have to kind of, because like for instance, he still comes out with that goofy, Happy Corbin music.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of sends you mixed signals. Is he really trying to turn like a new attitude in a way? Like, hey, I'm tired of all this losing. I ain't no bum. But when you go in them type of directions, you're gonna have to, strip away old layers to get to the new you, put it that way.
To get to the new you. We didn't see like 12 new U's from this man.
Well, look. Sad. Only thing I would say is I wish they would have gave him more time, because to me it felt like a waste. Because what was gained from anything besides hearing some JBL promos every week? Yeah. And seeing him with them MC Hammer pants on, looking like he got drafted with LeBron back in 2003.
Here, man, look, I have the exact quotes. Now I'm gonna say this for YouTube, but I'm gonna have this on Wild 110 and Spotify and the whole 9 yards. JBL says, "There ain't no we. I headlined WrestleMania. I sold out arenas all over the world. I was must-watch television. You are a channel-changing television. That sound you hear when you get in the ring, that's remote controls around the world changing the channels to watch anything but you. And I don't give a damn about you. I give a damn about the fact that my Hall of Fame legacy, my championship-laden career has lost all credibility because of you, modern-day wrestling god. I'll tell you what you need. Not some cute little shirt. It's a red nose and floppy shoes, because you are a clown. You don't belong near me. You don't belong near me. You can't polish a turd. I tried." That's demonic. And then he leave. And then you say all that. You just hold on. Let me just hold on, Baron Corbin. Before you leave, let me just put my foot in your. Let me just put my foot in your ass real fast, bro. Just because I can. What did Baron Corbin do to deserve this, Devin? I just feel like the disrespect wasn't needed.
Not at all. And I don't see where this is coming from, because I don't put all that on him. And he the one came out there with them MC Hammer pants on. He the one wanted to go back there and play poker. I mean,
that is what?
True. JBL need to go somewhere, man. I call John Cena. I don't want to, but if I have to, I mean, any means necessary, right?
I mean, yeah, you got a point.
I know we keep saying like Baron Corbin gets like makeover after makeover, but if you had like somebody say, "Oh, that's to you," and like nothing comes out of that, then I'm not saying JBL has to come back to get anything out of it, but like that should be the one that snaps him like, all right, you know what? I ain't playing no more. Come after WrestleMania, because I can't see him really building up anything to this point. That's when he really should be trying to go into the next gear or something. Start racking up some wins, and hopefully we can look back and be like, man, JBL, you was wrong about that dude, man.
Nah, I'm sorry. I don't think that's happening.
I got hope for people, man.
I'm sorry. Bum ass Corbin? No, I'm sorry. As long as Pat McAfee is still walking and living his best life, that man's still gonna be bum ass Corbin. I feel like this man's tainted, man. WWE are just, man, you still ain't buried yet, man. Hold on, man. Let's just ruin you. Let's just ruin your character some more. Like, you still ain't fired yet. We still haven't future endeavored you yet, man. You are a fighter, man. You are a trooper. Because we've been trying to sabotage this man since we cut his hair. That's what I think. So, man, I think he doesn't deserve any of this. I think this whole thing.
What was wrong with cutting his hair? They're like,
I think after when he had long hair, that man was under. He was nobody could touch him. He was out here choke slamming people. In the days was the most deadliest move.
I just think that the hair was gonna leave anyway.
Man, they cut his hair. They put a hat on this man. And just like JBL said, all they missing was the floppy shoes and the red nose because they turned that man to a clown, man. He deserved none of that. And he don't. He's a really great wrestler. And I think we can also learn to love him at some point. But I feel like we can never do. We could learn.
I already appreciate the guy. That's you.
No, that's me. That's everybody in the audience that's booing the crap out of this man. They just cheered JBL clowning this man, bro. Like they know everybody. I can't think of anybody that looks besides you that can speak positively of Baron Corbin's character or any type of character that he's had. Besides when he was lone wolf, long haired NXT guy. Nah, and then he look. Oh, how do you like a man? Let's go through the history. How can you like a man that's lost the money in the bank? You know, he couldn't even cash it in at all.
John Cena.
How can you like a guy that was corporate Corbin? He was pretty much like Kane for a split second, wrestling in pants. You know, you can't like a man like that. That's corporate Corbin. You had pretty much bum ass Corbin that was living in the streets, had stains on his shirt, asking for money. Like, come on now. Like, when has this dude ever been a likable character? Ever. Besides when he was in NXT.
I mean, who said he has to be?
That's the problem. Like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a perfect example. Like Seth Rollins, when he's a heel, we still love him because it doesn't matter what he do. Baron, I can't possibly think of anybody besides Devin Lee Crimes that loves Baron Corbin. I like him. I like everything he's done because I've seen what he can do. I see what he could have been. Everything that he's done. Do you like anything he's done? Because I think everything he's done has been just straight crap.
He ain't had a chance to do anything lately.
He's been here like 7 years.
You make it seem like he walked into work and was like, you know what? Let me just fail cashing in this money in the bank on purpose.
Yes, I'm saying they're ruining.
You know what? Man. Let me be king of the ring and then have Shinsuke come take it from me for no reason.
Yes.
Let me go be a bum for no reason.
You haven't given me one possible likable trait of Baron Corbin.
I mean, you saying this like, how can I say it? You telling me this like every downfall he's had, I could just place it on him. Like, man, that's your fault. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do this.
But that's leading to my point. WWE is ruining this man. He could have had a much better career. He could have been built so much better. He can be so much better. But he's getting placed in these dumbass situations. And when
here somebody out here is calling you, this is why I still got hope for him, because he making the best out of the boo-boo trash situations he's been placed into. It's
like Shinsuke Nakamura. You can like Shinsuke Nakamura all you want, but you can't tell me WWE hasn't done an amazing job in building the man. They miss NXT. He's in the same boat as Baron Corbin. They like that NXT Shinsuke. This WWE Shinsuke, me no speaking English. Nobody like that. Like, because it was racist. So, I mean, that's just me. This who knows? This is just a review. We're just arguing over a review right now. But this leads us to all right. I'm like, we argued. This is just a review. Like, we didn't even get to like an actual talking point yet. But this also leads us to another highlight in Raw. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar is talking about he can't stop thinking about Bobby Lashley when he's in the store, when he's laying down with his wife, Sable. 4 or 5 hours later, he's thinking about Brock Lesnar. That's wild. So he said he's always on the mind. Bobby Lashley said, you ain't thinking about me, brother. You must be thinking about somebody else, that other black boy you're thinking about. And so Brock Lesnar was like, I ain't trying me. Hit him with 2 F5s. They're going to be meeting up. It will be a contract signing next week because Bobby Lashley needs his lawyers to go over it. But Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar will be face-to-face during a contract signing next week, technically tomorrow. Devin, your thoughts on this whole thing? Where do you see this? Do you see this ending at Elimination Chamber?
No. I mean, I would just go ahead and it's gonna be some type of funkiness going on at Elimination Chamber, but I see it getting dragged out to at least WrestleMania because I don't see what else they could be possibly planning to do.
True.
And you know, they've been going at this since last year's Royal Rumble, and then picked it back up at Crown Jewel, and then that still didn't finish it. So I don't see no better place to end it all than WrestleMania. And it's got to be Bobby because you can't keep having this man come out, man, Brock, you ain't gonna do that to me no more, and then he come out and do exactly the same thing he did last week. Because all it does is make Bobby look like nothing. Like you'll talk all this stuff, and he'll just come out here and F5 you, and that's it.
And that's it. That's all it takes is one. And so, I mean, I agree. I don't think it's over. I think they're gonna drag this out till WrestleMania. And I think it'll be some shenanigans going on with that too, because you can't have either of them win clean, it looks like. At least that's how it's been angling at for the past, ever since they've been locked in together. So I think, this won't be decided until WrestleMania. I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't really have a problem with all of it though. Just in time steps in. Hey, I'm sorry if we missed you, my guy. He says Corbin needs to bring back the lone wolf and just destroy JBL. And Bobby being on the end of a Brock beating is getting really repetitive. It's also making Bobby look really dumb. Couldn't agree more with you, my guy. Look, and it's having Bobby just pretty much get his ass beat on a daily against Brock Lesnar doesn't really help. And not having him win cleanly either doesn't help as well. So you're pretty much, it's a big L on Bobby's side, a huge L on Bobby's side. So just in saying that, I'm looking forward to the match. You know, I'm not kind of down on it at all. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to see what they do. What's your prediction on this match? Not prediction, but what do you think this match is going to go? You think we're going to be in for a fun match?
We deserve it. After that finish they did at Crown Jewel. And exactly. Royal Rumble wasn't really a clean finish either because you had Roman interfering. But I think really now Bobby should be the one that walks away from this getting the most out of it. Because, I mean, what does Brock need from beating Bobby Lashley right now?
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing at all, but just a bigger paycheck and less TV time. You know, the usual. But moving on to other events taking place in Raw, and I can't believe Devin let me skip past this. Cody Rhodes talking to Paul Heyman. Cody Rhodes had a conversation with Paul Heyman. They were pretty much hyping up each other, hyping up their dad. Cody Rhodes was like, you signed my dad. And that's, before he went on this tremendous pretty much comeback run that he had. Paul Heyman says, the last thing your dad said to me was that you were his favorite son, but Roman Reigns was the son he always wanted. Drops the mic. Cody Rhodes gets up to him, kind of hugs him a little bit. Not hug, but like gets a little close up to him and pretty much threatens that he's going to take Roman's WWE Universal Championships. Devin, your thoughts on this whole thing? This was a tough promo because it was kind of emotional in the beginning. And then Paul Heyman is just like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Low blow. Right there in your feelings. Like, just your thoughts on the whole thing. And how excited are you for this match to go take place? Because we have a long way to go.
If I can be like Michael Cole real fast, I'm going to say vintage Paul Heyman because I thought that was perfect. You seen him, he had the tears in his eyes. He was kind of like welling up and everything. And right at the end, like, man, I'm still Paul Heyman, dog. Forget you, man. Let me leave you with something real quick to think about. And honestly, it was needed because with everything you have building up with Sammy over on SmackDown with Roman, you also can't forget, your Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes, and making that story something that you look forward to seeing at WrestleMania. And I think they did a perfect job of doing that.
I think, you got a point. You 100% got a point. And I think this is all worthwhile. I think this is all going to come to fruition. It's just the fact that you have a big bad Sammy in the background, still having this snooping his way through, getting his red head in the way. So we'll see how that whole thing plans out. We'll see how Roman responds. I don't think he will. I think he's, more focused on seeing what Sammy does right now. I don't think he's focused on Cody Rhodes right now. Let's be honest. I just think he's upset because Sammy hit him with that Seth Rollins special. So, yeah. Lastly, only the last thing that, at least for me, I had on one of the highlights was Alita. Lita came in after Damage Control was about to put the hurt on Becky Lynch. Lita comes running out. Devin, I have a problem with this, but before I go on my tirade, before I get a lot of people disagreeing with me, what'd you think about Lita coming back? How'd you react to Lita's return?
I honestly, I really didn't have much of a reaction because I was kind of like, okay. I mean, because she came back around the same exact time last year, like literally the same exact time. They were about to go to Elimination Chamber and they needed an opponent for Becky Lynch going into it. And let's call Lita real fast. And that match, I really don't remember it because it wasn't really a good one. And
really?
Now.
Oh, sorry, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I'm like, what else you want me to say?
No, it wasn't towards you. It was just.
Yeah, but now she's, I guess, going to team up with Becky to go against Damage Control. And I mean, I guess, like, that's not really, oh, man, we really got to see this match, There's somebody else out there can't wait to see Lita back in the ring, but, I mean, why?
Look, man, I'm about to. Like, I'm
not crapping on it, but at the same time, like I said, it wasn't something that made me go, what? But
no, I disagree just completely. This whole thing is stupid, bro. Yes, you were right. The last time she came back was like, January, February of last year to do another match. Devin, why do we need a Lita match? Why do we need to see Lita fighting again? When was the last couple times we seen Lita fight? It was awful. It was awful. I'm not saying that she's not athletic anymore. I'm not saying that she can't do it anymore. I'm just saying I don't want to see her do it anymore. Like I nothing that she did was impressive at all. Like we understand it's some of the stuff you did just wasn't good. You tried to do a crossface on Becky Lynch last year, I believe it was, and it looked awful. No, you tried to do a headlock, but it was like you were holding like the bridge of her nose. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, it's just, Lita needs to go somewhere. I'm sorry. Devin, Lita's 47 years old. We haven't said this in a minute. We haven't done this in a minute. I'm putting her in there, bro. I'm putting her in the sit your ass down club, man. Because that's exactly what she needs to do. She needs to sit down.
It's crazy because I feel like they're going to add another person because they still outnumbered.
Bro, if I see Trish Stratus also walk her, how old is Trish Stratus? Let's look at this.
Hey, they're going to be in Montreal.
Trish Stratus.
They're trying to get the most out of that crowd.
Patricia, and I can't pronounce her last name, is 47 years old along with Lita. Please don't come. Now, granted, she looked a little bit more impressive than Lita, so I can't be mad at her. But please don't come back. Lita, you are a Hall of Famer. That's it. A Hall of Famer. You don't have to do nothing else. That's why you're in the Hall of Fame. You literally don't have to do nothing else.
Man, somebody tell that to Goldberg.
Somebody tell that to Goldberg. Exactly. He's in the sit your ass down club too. Like, we have to throw him in there. Look,
like in this scenario, like I ain't too heated because they're not touching no championships.
But that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. It's to the point where it's just getting annoying. Because we're seeing all these. Now, Stone Cold was awesome because Stone Cold was like, man, punch, kick, toss beer, drink, let's get it. It's like a recharge. He was like Popeye with these beers, bro.
Punch, kick.
I'm telling you, bro, he was doing cheat codes. It was like little, because you know how Stone Cold got that little wrist thing with his punches. Kevin Owens hit the ground, stomp, pass me that beer, drink, ding, ding. He was ready, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I think that's how Popeye did. I think that was his movements. Justin Time comes in. He says probably gonna get Trish showing up tomorrow night and a 6-woman tag at Elimination Chamber. as cool as it is, and would be to see, this really adds nothing to the Becky and Bayley story, which is 100% correct. But I refuse to watch this again. I refuse to watch Lita and Trish Stratus wrestle just because. Now, like I said, Trish Stratus was a whole, like, she was good. I didn't have a problem with her. The past couple of Lita's matches were awful. Why do we have to see her in the ring again? I just want her to give it up. Just give it up. Give it up. Devin D, what do you think? Should Lita give it up?
Yes, because it's not doing nothing for anybody. I mean, nobody. They could have gotten anybody. They could have got Mia Yim or somebody. They needed Becky to team up with somebody. They still call her that, so you can't do that, man. They're like, no, because this man, I was Walter would have won, Walter, and I was like, who is that? What? I'm like, you the one wrong. Yeah. See, Dave, y'all got to see this pattern with this man.
He's Walter to me,
and he Gunther to the rest of the company. So,
man, but look, do you have anything else you want to touch on Raw before we move on to, before we dive a little bit into NXT?
I think that's all for me.
Well, let's dive in NXT, because the one thing that really stuck out to me mostly, Jacy Jayne, at least next week, which is Tuesday, will be explaining her actions as to why she hit Gigi Dolan with the Shawn Michaels special. She just didn't throw it into no glass window or nothing like that. But she did kick her face into a door, which looked like it was painful. That looked like it hurt. And it looked like she still got the wounds to it as well to show it off. Devin, your thoughts on Toxic Attraction breaking up, especially since, we figured they was going to be on SmackDown eventually.
Could have had this turnaround probably once they got to the main roster, but it's fine. Only thing I would have done, I would have switched it. I would have had Gigi be the one that gave the Shawn Michaels.
I agree with that.
Special. And I say that because I just feel as a heel, I think that she's better on the microphone in that position. I mean, I'm not saying she can't pull off what we're going to see next. I mean, I would hope so. She would be a face now. But yeah, that's the only thing I would do. I mean, because it was going to happen eventually, because, I mean, WWE, they're not going to let you be a tag team forever. What do you think? You think you're the New Day?
You think you're the New Day?
You think you DX, you can break up and come back? What, But yeah, other than that, I thought it was a fine segment. I would have just had Gigi Dolan be the one that's going to be still a heel, and you had Jacy Jayne be the one that's the face side of it. Just because I think that Gigi would be better in that position.
Yeah, I was pretty torn on, if they were to split, who would be the baby face of the situation, just because I feel like they both are really good as heels, especially Gigi, because Gigi, and this goes to Jacy as well, because they both just have that look. Like, Jacy just looks like you just can't talk to her at all, and Gigi just looks like you stink. Like, Gigi just has this look like you're just a stink human being. Like, you don't even belong, in her presence. So I do agree that Gigi can play the heel part better. But I mean, I think Jacy isn't a slouch either in it. So I do think she will go crazy. And I'm really interested to see how Gigi is gonna turn out, babyface wise. And I want to see how it turns out when they get called up as well, because now we get to see them separate. So it's gonna be weird to see, at least for the first time seeing it. But Devin, is there anything in NXT that stuck out to you
from this week? Nah.
All right, let's go on to SmackDown. Let's ride it into SmackDown. Ronda Rousey finally returned. Natalya, who came in and pretty much was talking her soul and then was pretty much spitting facts to Shayna Baszler. You know how pretty much Natalya's a vet in this whole thing. She's doing her thing, and she's was out of action because Shayna Baszler broke her nose. And so pretty much Ronda Rousey came out and Shayna Baszler right behind her. And pretty much Ronda Rousey was finna beat up Natalya. but Shayna Baszler stopped her. And then who else but the top person in the women's division in Shotzi coming to defend Natalya's honor? Devin, you ain't laughing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't funny. I guess I struck a nerve. A nerve.
It was because I figured you was, but I look.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I heard his feelings there. I guess Shotzi meant a lot to him. I guess I don't know.
It was just because you said she was the top person there, and I was like, you forget Liv Morgan was I ain't saying she the top person, but I'm like,
you said that on purpose. You said that on purpose.
You said that on purpose first. See, man. Look.
Before I blow a gasket, before I pretty much have to get my own can of greens and turn into Popeye. But look, man, your thoughts on Ronda Rousey coming back to TV after losing the title a couple weeks ago?
I heard the music playing and I was like, man, I guess. Look, she needs to.
Is she must see TV?
No, not at all. Even when she had the championship, it wasn't because it's no spark there. I mean, it's like having a piece of paper that's wet or something. You just throwing it around. Like it's just like what?
The paper that's wet.
Well, because I was trying to think of something that had a spark to it, but you just threw some water on it, and I don't. And it's Ronda Rousey right now. Like it's Shayna Baszler. I was thinking maybe this would be her to be like, look, I broke your nose, quit playing with me. You know, it's me here. I ain't no joke. I ain't playing no games. Cool. And then how can I put it? I'm saying like Ronda Rousey is like slowing any type of trajectory for Shayna Baszler at all.
Right.
Like her being around her is not helping at all. It ain't helping Ronda Rousey with anything. It ain't helping Shayna Baszler with anything. So it's, you know, unless they gonna be a tag team, they go be a tag team. Quit coming out jumping people or, you know, it's nothing. It's not exciting, and I don't know why we got to keep saying it.
I mean, yeah, you got a point. Like Ronda Rousey pretty much contributes nothing. She doesn't want to be there. She's working on her time, and really, she kind of just left a sour taste in my mouth when she started speaking that foolishness about how fake everything is, just because nobody was liking her. Like she annoys the mess out of me. So seeing her gets on my last nerves. I understand Natalya pretty much showed her the ropes. Natalya pretty much trained her throughout this whole thing, so they got to be neck and neck because I guess that's the only time Ronda Rousey can have a good match is when she's with somebody experienced and who knows what they're doing. She can't be champion fighting Shotzi. So, yeah, I guess that's the only time we're going to see a good Ronda Rousey match. That's all I got to say about that. Another thing happening on SmackDown, Gunther will be taking on Madcap. That will be set for next week. Madcap won a 4-way after beating Rey Mysterio, Karrion Kross, and Santos Escobar. That's crazy, man. He got himself a girlfriend and just went nuts. Like he was just laughing with Baron Corbin, with Bum Corbin over there. Now he got a girlfriend. See, look, Baron Corbin don't got no girlfriend. He getting buried, man.
See, there he go with these straight shots, man. Can I go? Can I get my piece?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm ready. Look, they only did this because, for one, you got Karrion Kross, you got Rey Mysterio, you got Santos. Ain't nobody trying to see them get squashed right now.
You got a point.
Madcap, you up, man. I know you got a little girlfriend. That ain't gonna help you.
I know you got a little girlfriend.
She ain't gonna push you out the way when no chops are coming. So, hey, you know, be prepared. That's how I look at it. You see, you trying to bring down my man Corbin, and Madcap ain't going too far either right now. You know, just because he got a little color to his gear finally, he got rid of them Goldberg trunks. He still ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, look, I think you're 100% right on this one. Yeah, but this is because look, somebody needs to get chopped up.
Somebody gotta take it. He taking one for the team.
Yeah, ain't nobody want to see Rey Mysterio in that situation. Rey Mysterio getting Rey Mysterio
He
got to
already-
look. Rey Mysterio can't even take control of his son, man. Let alone handle Walter. Karrion Kross already got a girlfriend, so him and his girlfriend are working wonders. So, and who else? Santos Escobar. They ain't his girlfriend, but he up and coming. He don't need to get chopped up yet. So Madcap, step right on up, man. Walter needs his own like Chop City or something. He need like his own like Chop, some type of endorsement, some type of brand. I don't know. Gunther. I guess I called him Walter. I don't know.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I can't keep up anymore. Devin, and then finally we have Jimmy sweating bullets, talking about where my brother at? Where my brother at? My brother ain't at this, if my brother ain't in this ring, my cousin gonna choke him out. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy guts in the ring alone. And then Jay, from the grace of God, enters in and takes on Braun Strowman and Ricochet, which they win. And after the match, Paul Heyman still talking about he still don't know about that man Jay over there, main event Jay, it's finally got to his head. And Jay sneaking up, looking back and forth, going past production trucks. Coast is clear, Sammy. Coast is clear. Sammy take his hood off. He dressed like a bum. He got to take his hood off. He's like, yeah, he still got the honorary U shirt on. And he tells them that he acknowledges Jay, and they fist bump out of love. So, man, Jay still locked in with Sami Zayn while still being a part of the bloodline. Man, the storyline's getting better and better. Devin, your thoughts on this whole thing?
Man, Jay out here playing games. That's what he doing. Tribal Chief can see that. Come on now.
That's a waste of a bloodline spot. Give it to me. That's a waste of a bloodline spot. That's you. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I ain't saying none of this at all.
I would have hit Kevin with that chair. Me.
Yeah. See, look Sammy trying to defend Kevin like Kevin didn't care about him at one point. Man, he better than me. But I mean, the world needs people like Sammy though.
That's crazy. Sammy and Kevin can fight all day long, and you question their friendship, but Roman got to choke out his cousins for them to even agree with him, man.
All he was saying was, look, I may be approaching this differently, but I'm doing this for the family. And they just didn't understand this. So I mean, that's when the choking had to start.
Out, man. I wonder what family picnics be with Devin, man. If y'all don't like hot dogs, you getting choked out. Get out of here. If you don't fist bump me when you walk in, you getting choked out.
Look, the difference here is that situation would not be best for the family. We talking about what Roman was doing. He said this is gonna be best for y'all. Now let's think about what's happened ever since he choked them out. They've been the longest tag team champions. Then had numerous title defenses. They on a whole nother level. He's on a whole nother level. When you speak on the bloodline, you speak with respect, or you gonna get smashed, and that's all it's gonna be.
This man telling me,
and that's for the family.
That sounds like a mob. That sounds like everybody. You just explained it to me. Just a toxic family environment. That's all I heard. Do you need counseling? Do you need help?
I don't need help. I know. I'm seeing as clear as day.
Look, if you don't listen, you get choked out. Well, how can you not love that? We look family. You can't come get choked out with me. That's you, man. That's you, man. I can't.
No, it's we are family. You can get these titles just like me.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the way that sounded. But at the end of this all, to be honest, I think this is a great way to start some stuff with Sammy. Because, Sammy and JJ is kind of like, man, I wish I was like you, Sammy, man. I choked out and gave in. We beat you up and you still fighting, man. I wish I could be like you, man. That's what he's saying.
He became one of the longest tag team champions, but
he miserable.
That's not until Sammy came in and started messing with his head. He was perfectly fine,
bro.
Everything was perfectly fine until Sammy came in that locker room, man. Ever since then, we had Solo. They left it up. Look. It's all Sammy's fault. Everything was a well-oiled machine. He had to mess up everything. And now he gonna pay.
And now he gonna
And the
pay.
Jay want to play games, he gonna pay too.
Now he gonna pay, he says. Now he's gonna pay.
I'm invested.
No, and you invested on one side. There is one side you are invested in. He said, I'm invested. No, there's one side this man invested in.
It's the true side. You'll see eventually, man. Not everybody wake up at the same time. So, I mean, it's understandable.
Man, I have nothing to say to you because people like you give me rashes. Look, but going into outside of our review, we had some serious matters. Jerry Lawler, he suffered a stroke at his house in Florida. Pretty much his social media was giving out updates. And they pretty much, one of them was saying he's been moved from ICU and is now being discharged tomorrow to return to his Florida home for outpatient rehab for his limited speech and cognitive skills. Doctor is hopeful for a full recovery, and Jerry is looking forward to returning to his fans soon. So it's all good. It was scary for a split second. It kind of just came out of nowhere and said he has a massive stroke at his house. And we didn't know anything until like later on that night. So, obviously he's, going to feel a little weak. Obviously he's got some recovering to do. And, just the heel turn wishes him a speedy recovery. We just wish him nothing but the best, just so he can, we just want him to get back to where he was 100% healthy, 1,000% healthy. Devin, just your thoughts or comments on this.
Same here. Yes, sir. I hope, glad everything, turned out okay. You hate to see any news like that. Anytime you want to see news, you want to see, maybe somebody's at a sign and they're doing this. You hate to ever hear news like that. But I'm glad that through it, he's able to pull through, and I hope he'll be okay. And just like you said, wish nothing but the best for you, Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, man. And now we can get to some clowning matters, especially now that, he's okay and he's perfectly fine. And, he's right now, he's at home, he's recovering, and he's doing good. But now we got to get into some, I don't know if this is bad blood or we're getting worked, brother. But Seth Rollins went on I guess a radio show, it looks like. It was a recent guest of Covino and Rich. And he was talking about a whole lot of stuff. And then CM Punk was brought into the mix. And he says, and I quote, "Well, I don't need to repeat what I said about Chicago Phil in the interview last week, but if you need to, I'm sure you could Google it." He says, "Look, the bottom line is it's the same thing as with Logan Paul. Punk and Logan Paul are two different personalities, but they're both as selfish as it comes. If you're not going to help, then I don't want you to be a part of this industry. I don't want you to be a part of our company." And that's that. And he said, "Here is the thing. There's one thing I'll say about Punk, excuse me. And I'll end this on a positive note. The guy has given my career so much that it pains me to have to say bad things about him because he's helped me out. And he really did. He's been a good guy to me for a lot of my career, but for whatever reason, the past maybe 6-7 years, he's in a different headspace, and we're not on the same page to see any kind of what he's done and taken. It's always been about him, and I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of it. There's a place for him, man. He's got a lot to give. I just wish his head was in the right spot." Your thoughts, man, on these pretty much haymaker comments from Seth Rollins?
First of all, look, man, don't ever compare Logan Paul to CM Punk, man. Don't ever do that. Like, not you, but Seth, don't do that. Because that we talking about pizza and you talking about tuna fish. Look, I mean, it works. You see, he couldn't stand on. He couldn't just be like, "Man, forget him, man. Phil, don't come up in here." And he had to go, "You know what? Look. He helped me out. I don't know what's going on." But I look at it like, if he's just done right by you, then why are you mad? I mean, granted, maybe you could say, he probably offended somebody that he's cool with. But at the same time, he never did wrong by you. So, look, but I ain't gonna let myself get to put into a. I don't know how that man says it. I'm not gonna say it, you know, if I'm gonna mess it up, but I ain't gonna work myself into it.
Well, that's the thing. You see how people turn on CM Punk? CM Punk, everybody agreed with that man leaving WWE. Everybody and their mom was 100% down for him leaving WWE for the reasons that he gave. And as soon as all this crazy stuff started happening in AEW, oh, that's why he left back in the day, because he was a toxic man. He was crazy, and well, now you jump into the conclusions. You know, what happened to the narrative that, because just a couple days ago, you guys were on board with everything that he was about. And I bring that up to say Seth Rollins was there. You know, Seth Rollins was active in that WWE roster when CM Punk left. And so he knows a little bit more of what's going on. He knows a little bit of, and since he had to work with CM Punk that whole time, them trying to fight off Ryback for the man, and then having to turn on him, and then having to fight The Rock, and then having to, you know, pretty much do everything for CM Punk. Seth Rollins has been around him a whole lot more. So hearing Seth Rollins say that a little bit kind of worried me, because I'm like, because I love CM Punk, and I want to think he's a crap of a human being, and I don't think that. But it does make me think, like, maybe this dude can be a little selfish. Maybe he does have a little bit of, and some, you know, if you believe you're the best in the world, you know, that shouldn't surprise you, really. Does that make sense?
I'm saying, I see what you're saying, but I just don't see what people seeing in terms of CM Punk. Like when he left in 2014, I don't see it.
I can see it in terms of him being selfish, of like, I'm not on the cups. I'm not this. I'm not that. You know, I'm doing this for me now. And none of that was getting done for him, so he left. You know, it's like one of those things, instead of, because Naomi and Sasha, they still, you know, they can come back whenever. CM Punk said, screw this. You know, your doofus son-in-law, he said that a little bit before, but I'm talking about the meeting where he had with, I'm hurt, you know, I'm tired. He was like, Triple H, I don't have to wrestle you. You know, that whole conversation that he had with Vince McMahon, oh, well, that's Triple H. That's Triple H. Come on now. That's Triple H. It's my son-in-law, damn it. You know, it's just like, man, CM Punk is just like, I don't need to wrestle you. You know, and you didn't put me. Yeah, and you didn't put me over last time, so screw you. I'm leaving. I think Seth Rollins knows a little bit more than, you know, what we do, and I can see CM Punk having that selfish tag on him, but it doesn't really bother me, you know, all the way.
Well, if he's selfish for the right reasons.
Right, exactly. He's one of those guys that's, I like what he does. I'm entertained by what he does, but I would not want to work with the dude. He's one of those. I wouldn't want to work with him.
Why not?
Because he looked like a crazy man. Look, RVD having an interview talking about, yeah, CM Punk said we had a team meeting and I just got here. Like, bro, at least let me, you know, put my blunt away. He didn't say that. I'm sorry. I was at 11. But he was just talking about, you know, having a team meeting and how a lot of people have a bunch of stories about how overbearing and how crazy CM Punk is with his job. So I can see that selfish narrative of, well, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the best in the world. You ever had that one person that thinks they're the greatest thing in the room? They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about, but they're annoying and they get on your nerves. You know they're good at what they do, but their personality just kind of ruins it for you. I know you work with somebody like that. Knowing where you work.
I actually don't, to be honest with you. So,
you know what? I feel like a lot of listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that just because I know that somebody else don't, but I guess I've seen such a barrage of CM Punk disrespect lately, and most of it I feel like we don't even have the full story of stuff to even really just come to the conclusion like, hey, this man is a dirtbag. Like, get him out of here. Don't want to see him no more. And I'm like, what did he do? Because, I mean, like you said, it's always two sides to it. You know, you can't be on just one side unless, you know, it's the bloodline. That's the only side you should be on. But
this man just gave a whole advertisement to the bloodline during his speech. I'm sick.
I mean, if it flow right into it, you know, I mean, unless you just want to pick on it, then
I got nothing. I got nothing. But look, at the end of the day, I can see the selfishness. At least I can, tell where, there's selfishness brewing. So at the end of the day, I'm still entertained with the man, and maybe there's some truth into what Seth Rollins said, but I don't care. I'm not working with the man. But I know there's at least now we need to know that there's two sides to every story too. So that's another thing too. Devin, I have the book, man.
He gonna be like,
see, that's the thing. It gets dusted every day. I dust this thing off every day.
Every day before I go to work.
You know what? Here, let me give you this first one because I know you're gonna get this wrong. This man. This man. And this guy. He's 6'3", 235 pounds from Palm Springs, Florida. Title history, just a world tag team champion. Signature move, Cobra Clutch leg sweep. After graduating college in 2005, he began training under Harley Race. And he made his debut in May of 2008. He is also
May
of 2008.
Oh, what was the last part? You said he also.
Oh, he's also the son of somebody famous.
2008, May of 2008. Huh. That was an interesting year. Let's see. I want to say, wow. Was that Ted DiBiase?
Final answer?
Well, Ted DiBiase Jr., I should say. Yes.
Yes, it was Ted DiBiase.
Look at that. Look at that.
DiBiase. Oh, not bad, man. Not bad. Look, this one is gonna be a struggle. Well, I think you might get this right. This man is 6'6", 285 pounds from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Signature move, the big boot. Title history, World Tag Team Champion, European Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Hardcore Champion. Debuted in 1998. Who is this man?
Where's he from again? Sorry.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
And his signature move is the big boot.
A big boot. We're only doing 5 questions today as well. 5 questions.
Let's see. Can you run me his titles again?
Titles, title history, World Tag Team Champion, European Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Hardcore Champion.
Big boot. And he was 6'6". Okay. I'm dragging this whole question out. And this book is from 2008. So was that Test?
Final answer?
Yes.
It was Test. Look at that. This man be guessing. By the look at your face, you be looking like you guessing, man. This man just be guessing. This man only be on the tip of his toes, man.
I just be trying to extract everything I can get. That way, be breaking down the question piece by piece.
I don't know which question is harder, but I'll just go this one.
Yeah.
The Game made his highly anticipated return at Madison Square Garden in January of what year?
2002.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Got you right there. Here, I have a bonus one. This is a bonus one. Here. Unfortunately, Triple H suffered another debilitating setback when he tore his right quadricep in January of what year?
2007.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
It was 2007. Yes, sir.
Look at the man.
Yeah, I throw two more questions at you. Two more questions at you.
We are going crazy on them, ladies and gentlemen.
Going crazy.
I've been in the gym. All the WWE books, encyclopedias, Wikipedias, all the pedias you can think of. I've been in them.
This man just a nerd. Let's just call it what it is. He's a nerd.
N-E-R-D. That's me.
I got nothing to say. This woman, 5'8", from San Bernardino, California. Signature move, Widow's Peak.
That was Victoria, wasn't it?
It was Victoria.
She was my manager on Here Comes the Pain.
She was my manager. That's how I know. See, man, this dude. Now you just a creep. Let's put it like that. You just a creep.
They gave me a choice. Oh, I'm not the one that put it in the game. I'm just the one that played it.
I don't know, man.
He had like I broke into THQ back in the day, or Ukes as it probably was, and I coded that in there or something like, Victoria need to be my manager. No,
I felt like he did. This man go on 2K. He downloaded Victoria Community Creations character every year, and he gets right on it. As soon as I said Widow's Peak, you should have seen. See, we on Spotify right now, Spotify and everything else like that. So it's kind of hard.
I already knew.
Like it's kind of hard to see, but I promise you,
it's only one Victoria.
Man, I can't find another decent question right now.
Look at that, because I'm crushing them.
No, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I got them panicking, ladies and gentlemen. I got them pacing back and forth. I got them running back the game plan because the original game plan wasn't enough.
Yeah, I got you right here.
A-Town, down.
I got you right here. I have the match results for every WrestleMania going up all the way up to, let me see. Ooh, big time. Going all the way up to 2008.
Hit me.
So
Devin, be like on Looney Tunes back in action. Hit me. Kevin kept cutting. Hit me.
Devin.
That's a classic. Okay, I'm done.
Huh. I can't find what I'm looking for. Here it goes. I still can't find what I'm looking for. Here. Okay, I got you. Devin. What WrestleMania was main evented by the WWE Championship Tournament final match? Randy Macho Man Savage taking on Ted DiBiase for the WWE Championship.
This was WrestleMania. Hold on. WrestleMania 4.
Hey, just to let you know, Justin got all these right too. Justin's also doing that to you too. So,
hey, it's enough room to be great. All right.
Hey, but what's your answer again? What's your answer?
WrestleMania. Hold on. Let me. WrestleMania. Wait a minute. I want to change. WrestleMania 5. That's my final answer.
Final answer?
Yes. Wait. WrestleMania 4, actually. I think it was 4. I want to say 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Are you okay now? You okay?
Yes.
100% positive?
Yes.
WrestleMania 4. To be honest, if we was playing Jeopardy, you would have lost. So if I had to just throw that on there.
Well, I mean, think about it. WrestleMania 4. Was that the first thing I said?
You said, I don't know. I heard 6, then I heard 5, and then I heard, wait, 4.
Oh, no. I definitely didn't say 6, because 6 was Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. I remember that one.
No, you didn't say 6 as like an answer. You just was saying 6 as like you were just talking. Like you weren't set on it. You were just thinking, and you were thinking out loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did that. Look at that, man. Me and Justin, man, I'm telling you, man, we be in them books, man. All them PDs you can think of, we done been in them. And the results speak for themselves.
The results speak for themselves. You ain't wrong about that. But Devin, is there anything you want to say to the listening audience before we close this show out?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Devin Crimes Jr., the one only homie. You know, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and you know, honestly, my team didn't make it, so I could care less who wins, just as long as it's a great game. You know, look, we got the oven going off. It's heating up in here. We going crazy. You know, getting ready for that Super Bowl. We ready. We're gonna be right. So I'm gonna hand it back over to the one and only Isaiah Jackson Jr.
Thank you, man. The reason why we had this so delayed and why we couldn't get this done in time, it turns out I gotta work during the Super Bowl. So unfortunately, you know, we had to go through some stuff, but we made it. We got the show out. Man, shout out to Justin. Justin was just on the podcast last week, man. He gave out, he was hot, man. He had some hot takes for us too. Like we had a blast, man. You're definitely welcome whenever. Like I said, it was just a rough time today, so we couldn't really get through all the pretty much sending out the links. But I promise you, Justin, all you got to do is put in the chat, send me a link. Like if we say something out the way or we say something you don't like, just say, send me that link and you can defend your honor or defend, just disagree with us, whether you like. That goes for anybody listening. So, man, as always, this will be on Spotify, Wild 110.